Here we go. Oof. It has been a while. Not 100% sure to start, but let's go back. 3 months ago, I was on my grind. I was producing a ton of content. I had just released a 10-step business plan. I made a video showing all of the tools I use at every step. We even released the first version of our custom-built rehab calculator that has all of the pricing built in. I had a nearly 3-hour Zoom call with a bunch of you guys where we zoomed in on just steps 4 and 5, which broke down the process of running the numbers. And I even released this video showing me using the rehab calculator at a distressed property. And then I did nothing else for 3 months. Some people have speculated that my entire channel was a lie and I got caught, and so that's why I left. Some of you asked about my health. Some of you thought I was out traveling the world. But most of all, what you wanted to know is, am I coming back to YouTube? So I'm here to answer all of your questions, to tell you where the heck I've been, and if you stay until the end, you can help me decide what I should do with the channel next. Have you ever decided that you're gonna take an off day, but then while you're off, you can't even really enjoy it because you feel kind of guilty? I'm definitely that type of person. Like, I can't take the day off and enjoy it because that would just be a step too far. So around 3 months ago, I'm feeling pretty tired and I'm having a couple of these off days where I'm just lounging in bed, watching Netflix all day. And the less I do, the more guilty I feel, which makes me feel worse, and so I don't do anything, and then I feel guiltier, and it just becomes like this negative spiral. And after a few days of this, I'm not only feeling mentally beat up, I'm starting to feel physically beat up as well, and eventually I have this allergic reaction and I have to get rushed to the emergency room. Over the next few days, the doctors are running all types of tests to try to figure out what I'm allergic to, and during that time, I was working on a deal with some new partners to purchase a mobile home park, and I was missing meetings, and I was just not keeping up with the things that I was supposed to be doing, and the deal eventually fell through. On top of that, I had to worry about my health. I'm carrying an EpiPen everywhere, and I'm not making any more content for YouTube. So in addition to the guilt I feel over dropping the ball on work, I'm also dealing with the stress worrying about my health, you know? And the worst part of it is that I was planning on going even harder. I'm gonna double down and produce more content. We just released this business plan and the rehab calculator, and things were going so well, and I didn't want to lose that momentum, but I didn't have a choice. And on top of all of that, I had already committed to do a couple of weeks of work that would take me multiple places around the country during the summer. So all in all, I had about 2 weeks to, 1, get my health in order, 2, get prepared to go out and run these basketball camps, and 3, I wanted to film a bunch of content so that I could release it for you guys while I was out doing the basketball stuff. But it just did not happen. I didn't make any videos, I didn't get the chance to tell y'all about the business plan, and the channel kind of just went silent. I felt so bad. I stopped looking at my Instagram DMs because I knew I just didn't have the capacity to help anyone. I stopped looking at my YouTube analytics because I was so ashamed. Like, I was just gonna see all of the hard work I had put into the channel just go away, and the channel's just gonna crash and go to 0 views. And that was all bad. But on the flip side, the doctors were starting to figure out the stuff that I was allergic to, was making some changes, I was feeling a lot better, and I was excited to get back out and do this basketball stuff. So it's kind of like these two things were warring within me. But at that point, I didn't really have a choice, and so that accidental 2-week break turned into a 10-week break where I focused on my health, my happiness, and basketball. And during that time, I learned 3 lessons that really shifted my thoughts on investing and financial freedom, and I want to share them with you because I think they might shift yours as well. When I was in high school, I went to the same PGC basketball camps that I now direct for, and being on the court and in the classroom all day was a completely different world than sitting behind my desk and filming videos, but I really enjoyed it and it was super energizing. Many of you know that a few years back, I used to play for the Harlem Globetrotters, but these basketball camps were really the first time I got to be around the game in quite a while. And what I realized was that many times we just put our head down and we just grind. Or we're wanting to achieve something and we get stuck in analysis paralysis and we're just learning and learning and learning and learning and learning, and that's it. And so the first lesson I learned, and something I'm still trying my best to implement, is that there should be seasons to your life. Like, it doesn't make sense to try to grind 365 days out of the year or to only be in learn mode for 365 days. There is a season to put your head down and grind. There is a season to learn and invest in your knowledge, but there's also a season to rest and take care of yourself yourself and spend time with your family, or do something completely different like run basketball camps, because it re-energizes you for whatever's coming next. I was so concerned with only doing one thing that it wasn't until my body literally gave out and forced me to do something new that I realized like how unhealthy that was and how unhappy it was making me. So not only should we define what the seasons of our life are gonna be, we should also plan for them. That way we don't just burn out on one thing until we're forced to move something new, but there's a smooth transition between all of the different things we wanna do throughout a year. Like if you're stuck in analysis paralysis, can you give yourself a definitive timeline, say the next 2 to 3 months, to be in learn mode before you actually move into taking action mode and into that new season of your life? Maybe you're just grinding, like you've got some side hustles, you're working extra hours, and you're just putting away and stacking as much money as you can because you're in the saving season of your life. But you need to be prepared to move into the buying season of your life, because there might be a market crash coming, there might be some great opportunities for you to take that money, move into a new season, and start investing. If we don't plan it out, I feel like it's super easy to just look up and be like, where did all the time go and what did I use it for? So if you are in the season of getting your wholesaling business together, I'm super glad that I can finally tell you guys the 10-step business plan is all ready to go. There's a link in the description so that I can send it to you, and you'll also get access to a completely free 5-day email course that'll walk you through the steps of that business plan and help you customize it for yourself. And so the second thing I learned during this time away was whether I had chosen the correct strategy or if I'd made a huge mistake. In this video I posted a few months back, I talked about a successful BRRRR I had that I used some money from wholesaling as well as a large chunk from a private lender in order to get a rental that cash flows me about $550 per month. I got a few comments on that video asking why I didn't sell the property and flip it instead, because I could have made around $40,000. But this unplanned break is exactly the reason why. My business and my life are not set up to continuously earn active income. And that's what flipping is. Like if we had flipped that house and sold it and made that 40K, that would have been all the money coming into the account until we went out and found another house to flip and did the work and made another lump sum, and then that's it. So when the work stopped, the money would have stopped. But that $550 a month, I don't have to do anything for that in the active sense. It's a 2-unit property and both of the tenants there are on Section 8. So every month the government pays their rent in full. And if they have any maintenance requests or any issues, I utilize a property management app called Rent Ready. So not only do they pay rent through the app and it goes directly to my bank account, but they can also make maintenance requests. And when a request comes through, I get a text message, but also my handyman gets a text message just so that I know what's going on. He handles it, sends me information, here's what I fixed, how much it costs, and then I pay him, and that's that. So I never physically need to go to the property, and I never physically need to fix or do anything myself. This strategy worked for me because even though up front there was a lot of work, like I put down 20% of my own funds, and then my private lender gave me 80% of the purchase price and 100% of the renovation. So it was a lot of work to build that relationship, to make that money, then to actually renovate the house, to refinance it, to put a tenant in, a ton of upfront work. But at this point, that $550 per month, as well as successfully, doing that deal with my private lender, allows me to generate more passive income than if I was trying to just make lump sums with every house that I flip. If I was a flipper and I just disappeared from my business for 3 months, like, things would not have been good, but I was able to move away from my rentals and everything still goes smoothly, and that's why that strategy works best for me. So as you're going through and trying to figure out what strategy you want to use to invest, you have to think about what type of life do I want to live, and am I interested in generating large amounts of active income, or am I interested in generating small amounts of passive income? I know plenty of flippers who have their business set up perfectly and they are doing a great job generating that active income and it fits with their model. I'm just saying for me, mine didn't fit with that, and so you just have to think about what fits best for you. Also, I wasn't really gonna do this, but it's been a while since I've gotten the chance to take y'all out to a property, so let's go see one of the houses right now. Okay, I'm back. hair change because it's hot out there. But the third lesson I want to share with you guys is the value of different streams of passive income. I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers, Ali Abdal, the other day, and he was talking about how he looks at his YouTube channel, specifically his old videos, as small rental properties that produce him cash flow. This gave me a little bit of the boost I needed to get brave enough to open up my YouTube analytics and look and see how my old videos were performing while I was away from the channel. And honestly, I was happily surprised. Although the channel did definitely slow down in terms of new growth, it didn't crash and burn like I had feared. There were videos like my garage conversion into a duplex or my house hacking and BRRRR fundamental breakdowns that still performed really well. And better yet, all of the hundreds of videos that had grinded over the past couple of years to make still generated me some amount of passive income. Just like my real estate business, this YouTube channel is another business that has investments that took a lot of upfront work, but now produce passive income. I don't know why my nose always itches when I film. It's like, I don't know. All right, so here's what you can help me with. The Lili Invest channel is officially back on YouTube.
Say again?
The Lili Invest channel is officially back on YouTube. But I wanna know if there's more content that you guys are interested in that I could help you with, because I'll always talk about real estate and always document my journey within that type of investing. But as I expand and create other businesses and other streams of income, do you guys want me to document that stuff as well? Make your opinion known by dropping this emoji in the comment section for business content and this emoji in the comment section for real estate. And if you want them both, definitely drop them both. And before you go, don't forget to grab that completely free 10-step business plan and also send you that free email course so you can start customizing the business plan. And for real, finally, thank you guys. I really appreciate you rocking with me. I appreciate all of the comments that were just so encouraging while I was gone, the DMs, like I saw them and it really did make me feel good. I'm so happy to be back, to be hanging out with you guys again. And if you're interested in that rehab calculator in the meantime, definitely gonna wanna check out this video right here. Until next time, and I promise it won't be 3 months, thanks for watching.